Hey there, amazing homeschooling parents. Welcome back to Write with Mrs. Brown. I'm your host, Alicia Brown, and I help homeschooling parents turn their children into exceptional writers. Today, I am diving into a topic that's fundamental to developing strong writing skills. Improving your child's vocabulary. I recently read a fantastic article titled Five Key Principles to Effective Vocabulary Instruction, and it got me thinking about how we can help our kids expand their vocabulary in a fun and effective way. So, in the article, it outlined five key principles for effective vocabulary instruction. And let me talk about those: focusing on rich meanings, emphasizing connections among words, promoting usage, reviewing regularly, and teaching words in context. Now, these principles are all about making vocabulary instruction more meaningful and engaging for students. So let's talk about, why does this matter to us? Like, why should this matter as homeschooling parents? We all want our kids to become confident, skilled writers. And in order for that to happen, a robust vocabulary is a key component of good writing. It allows our children to articulate their thoughts more precisely and creatively. So, by focusing on vocabulary development now, we are setting the stage for their future success in high school, college, beyond. But let me address some obstacles that we might be thinking. Now, you might be thinking, but my child struggles with remembering new words, or how can I make vocabulary building fun and engaging? I've got you covered here. These are very valid concerns, but I want you to know that with the right strategies, vocabulary building can be enjoyable and a rewarding process. And so hang on, because I'm going to actually share some things with you that you can implement right now within your homeschool. One common obstacle is the fear of making mistakes, and that is an obstacle that kids have, right? Children might hesitate to use new words because they are afraid of using them incorrectly. So we want to make sure that when we are wanting to increase their vocabulary, we want to create a supportive and encouraging environment where they can play with words, right? We can help them overcome this fear and build their confidence by, again, making sure we create a validating space for them to play with words, to make mistakes, so to speak. So here are some actionable items. Get your pens out, your pencils out, or whatever, because I always have some action items that you can put into practice right away. So, number one, you want to focus on rich meanings, and we're kind of going back to the article and talking about how you can do that. So, instead of just memorizing dictionary definitions, you want to encourage your child to explore the rich meanings of words, discuss synonyms, antonyms, and different contexts in which the word can be used. Now, I just created this workbook and course called Power Words to help your child improve their vocabulary. And one of the things that they do in this particular workbook is they have these vocabulary fill in the blank stories where they are able to practice using the words in context, and they focus on the rich meanings of words. There are synonyms next to the blanks that they're going to fill in, so they get to see, all right, here's a word that I commonly use, like the word big, but the vocabulary word that means exactly the same thing is enormous, or maybe it's colossal or massive. So it's building upon what they already know and adding some additional things, vocabulary basically, to their repertoire. Number two, emphasize connections among words. You want to help your child see the connections between new words and words they already know. This can be done through word maps or semantic mapping, which visually display the relationship between words. Now, I already explained how that is done in my workbook, the Power Words to help your child improve their vocabulary. But again, you can do this at home through just getting a word map. and building those relationships between words they already know and new words that they want to add to, or that you want them to add to their vocabulary. Number 3, you want to promote the usage of these new words. You want to encourage the child to use new vocabulary words in their daily conversations and in their writing. And you can make it a game even and see how many times they can use a new word in a day. So you can play games like, I don't know, word of the day, and everybody can grab a point or gain a point for using the word, and whoever has the most points by dinner time gets an extra helping of macaroni and cheese. Just saying, I wouldn't mind that myself. But you can make it fun for sure. The way that in my course, the power words to help your child build their vocabulary, they get a chance to actually play with the new words for that week by adding them to their own story that week. So that's a really fun way. And then there's another game they play. They get crossword puzzles every set of words that they're working on during the week. All right. So I want to stop here. I would love for you to comment below or send me an email. Let me know which one is resonating with you: promoting usage, emphasizing connections, focusing on rich meanings. Which one are you going to use at home? Let's go over the last two. Number 4 is review regularly. A regular review is crucial for retention. We want to make sure that they're not just kind of learning and dumping, basically. So we want them to retain what they are learning. You can use flashcards. So that's a really fun way, an easy way to keep those words and those new vocabulary words and their definitions in front of your child. Word games are super fun as well. You can play bingo, all kinds of, I can probably do a whole podcast on just games. You can even use apps. So maybe you can use apps like Quizlet or Kahoot. There's a bunch out there. You could probably let me know what apps you're using, but there are a bunch of word apps that you can use. And you just want to make sure that you're keeping it fresh on their mind on a regular basis. And then number 5, what you can do is teach words in context. So whenever possible, you want to teach new words in the context of a story, article, or real life situation. This helps your child understand how the word is used and makes it more memorable. And again, in my power words that basically help your child improve their vocabulary, these words that they are learning each week, these new words, are always taught in context through the fill in the blank stories and through all of the ways that they are using the words in their own story or in crossword puzzles, so that they have an opportunity to not just see the word, but they get to engage with and interact with the word throughout the week. So if you are feeling excited about these strategies, but you want more support in implementing them, I have got you covered. As I mentioned, my Power Words workbook is available. You don't have to put everything together. You can just download, print, and go and start building your child's vocabulary. You can add on the course as well, where there are some video lessons that go along with each of the vocabulary posters that come inside of the workbook. So that's a wonderful way that you can start improving your child's vocabulary right now. And basically, I just want to leave you with this. Improving your child's vocabulary isn't just about enhancing their writing skills. It's about equipping them with the tools they need to communicate effectively in any situation. And it all starts with words, right? Before we can get to sentences and paragraphs and essays, we need words. Your child needs words. So we want to embrace this journey together, one word at a time. And so until next time, I want you to keep supporting that young learner in your life. And this is Alicia Brown signing off. Happy writing, everyone.